Hi guys, and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. Now with my face. I will shove it in your face until you're annoyed with it. I'm wrapped in my blanket because it's freaking cold in my house. So just don't mind that. At some point I might go, ooh. But here we are. In the last episode we helped out at the Black Hound and got them their cook back. And everyone loves us for us now. I think you can actually see that. I don't know where. Here. My reputation, or Darian's reputation, is rational and honest. And the party reputation is ally, faintly good. So that's good. Now let's see. I have a dog too now. That is awesome. I think we're done in here for now, at least. So, what I'm gonna do now is, I had this dream when I was in the camp. I had a dream, and it was about the animancer lady hanging from that tree. So, ooh, she's glowing. But I can't. Oh, I can talk to her. Caldara de Baranzi. The squat, distended body of an elderly dwarf woman dangles from a thin, crooked bow that sags at the tug of her noose. The bloated purple flesh of her neck, worn away in patches like moth-eaten linen, bulges over the rope that suspends her, and her lifeless head lolls forward rigidly from one side to the other when the breeze shifts. That's creepy. You perceive a faint glow around her that casts no light on its surroundings, but there's a tepid warmth to it, and you feel somehow that you could reach out and touch it. Why do you have to touch everything? Not with your hands, but with some aspect of yourself that has no worldly dimension. Reach out for the woman. You take a deep breath, clearing your mind, focusing on your objective. As you exhale, you feel yourself spreading out toward the hanging woman, perceiving all that lies between you and her with new, unfamiliar awareness. Once you have expanded enough to reach her, there is a sudden jolt to your mind, a ringing, electric surge of images and words and sounds. Involuntarily, you shut your eyes and feel yourself being pulled down to some deeper consciousness in a space occupied only by you and the hanging woman. And when you open them again, she's staring at you with eyes clouded in a milky fog, her body still swaying in a wind you no longer feel from a tree that stands planted in a misty void. The woman gives a slow nod of her head, the rope creaking as she does so, and she smiles at you.
Have you come here for me, dear? Or have you gotten lost? It is both, I think. Yes?
How are you able to speak to me?
Is that what we're doing? Perhaps it just seems that way. Perhaps it is the easiest way for your mind to make sense of it. I think it is a very good choice.
I need to understand something that's happened to me. She nods, a look of pity on her face, as though consoling a child.
The world looks a little different than it used to, is that it? Feels like you're noticing things for the first time that have always been there.
Have they, though?
You have seen past the shroud. It only takes an instant. Your soul remembers, yes? Remembers how it sees when it leaves the body, like being reminded of a dream you had forgotten. You are a watcher now, and a watcher you will stay.
What's a watcher?
What indeed? Long hours have many animancers spent studying such things. Not I, no, not I. I'll tell you what I know, though, since fair is fair, and here we are visiting, you and I, and it reminds me of better times.
Who does she remind me of? I think I want to say a Disney movie, but I can't put my finger on it.
Souls pass on. Some say through Audra stones, which are the blood veins of the world. They leave the world for a time and are reborn into it, sometimes more than they were before, but usually less and seldom the same. For all souls there is a time where they do not live, yet have not passed on, and those souls roam the world, same as you or I, either living or lost. But no one sees them because they have forgotten how.
Okay.
A watcher sees, though, knows what to look for. And sometimes they know a person just by looking at them, know where they've been in ages past when their bodies were other bodies. See memories even their owner can't recall. A wonder to behold when all goes well. A wonder!
So that's what I've been doing with the whole reaching out to souls of people and seeing what they were once seeing. Interesting. What do you mean when all goes well? Oh God.
Oh, nothing to be afraid of, I'm sure. It's just much to take in for some. Sometimes there's trouble sleeping or other difficulties.
Great. Trouble sleeping. She smiles at you reassuringly, fanning out a tuft of long whiskers that sprouts from one of her cheeks. Pleasant.
You should see old Meerwald. He could tell you much more than I. A watcher just like you. Helped many in his day. Took up in an old keep no one would claim. Not far, not far. Kanua, beyond the Black Meadow. He will welcome the company.
Kadnua. I think I survived a Bewick. Do you know what that would be? Why that would be?
Did you now, dear? My, that would be something, wouldn't it? Could be luck, could certainly be. A storm can be a careless thing. Or maybe it got its hands around your soul but couldn't pick it up. A soul can be heavy if it stayed in one piece through its time. Strong souls, we call them in the trade. Cold, I mean. Called them. Those days are all behind me, no?
You said souls break apart over time.
Oh, yes. Entropy. Rimagan's work. We know little of why or how. We lose pieces of ourselves when we die and pick up pieces of others when we are born again, but less than what we lost. We tried to stop it with the animantic sciences, but with little success. No.
Oh. She does remind me a bit of my former housemate, though.
A very small few resist Rimergan's influence and stay together through some force of defiance, at least for a time. But they all succumb eventually, I think.
Oh. I want to know something about you.
Me? I'll bore you to tears, though.
Ah, who are you?
And here I thought you'd come to visit me in particular. Caldara de Baranzi, of the Valian Royal Academy of Animantic Sciences. Not the greatest of their number, but I came here all the same because this was where help was needed.
What a cool name. Caldara de Baranzi. So passionate name. What happened to you? She laughs, a rasping, choked cackle escaping between rows of buttery yellow teeth, causing her body to bob up and down with each spasm. Seeing her blank expression, she catches herself. I'm just imagining her blank, kind of disgusted stare like...
Oh, come now. Such a question. As though the answer were plain as a rope tied for strangling. Allow an old dwarf her last bit of cheer. Well, I came where I was needed, didn't I? Offered my services to Lord Radric for a pittance. A humble pittance. I was to examine the Lord's wife, see why the gods have seen fit to poison her womb. Studied her for months, looked high and low for impurities, tested her valence, the permeability of her essence. Do you know what I found?
Nothing, I bet. Tell me.
Nothing at all.
That's what
a
I thought.
healthy woman, head to toe, blessed with a beautiful soul. Such a sweet woman, too. Meek, but warm-hearted. A few months' time, and the lord of the house demanded answers. For a time, I told him what he wanted to hear. Oh, yes, my lord. She is riddled with imbalances. I must have time to cure her.
Yes.
The birth drew near. He grew impatient, as lords do. And this is where I've ended up.
Oh, that sucks. What's an animancer?
A student of the soul. Something so basic, yet so poorly understood. But so many breakthroughs have been made in my lifetime. Had been made. Had been. To hear the locals tell it, we're a gang of soul manglers that preys upon the weak-minded. And the worst of us are.
Aren't they always?
But the best of us, the best, inspirations, miracle workers. My parents were soul
God.
twins. Miserable
Who does she
before
remind
they
me
met,
of?
empty inside. It was an animancer who helped one find the other, turned their lives around. You wouldn't believe the stories. Amnesiacs helped to remember their lives. The suicidal brought back from the brink of oblivion. The elderly afforded extra moments to say their goodbyes. How soon we forget when we're afraid.
This is gonna kill me. I have to look her up. I'll have to look her up and figure out who she is.
It's
Because
a fascinating science. A fascinating time to be alive in a place like Deerwood that does not control the research, no? I love the Valian Republics for many things, but their recent caution will leave them behind, I fear.
Other questions?
Of course, dear.
Am I imagining this?
No, I think not. A pity that. It would be simpler. A mercy, even. To not have to wander anymore, no? Alas, we are here, you and I. Wherever here may be.
Well, farewell.
Goodbye, my dear. It was lovely visiting.
Caldara closes her eyes, and her head slumps forward over the noose, and your surroundings seem to bleed into your vision from some unknown place of waiting. Darian was granted Crucible of the Soul. Alice looks at you through narrowed eyes. Are you alright? You seemed lost just now. Ooh, the party gained experience. This happens a lot. You'll have to get used to it. He folds his arms. That's good to know, but I don't suppose you could tell me what that was all about. I suppose I have to. I'm a watcher. His arched eyebrows recede into his hood. Whoop! Well, that is interesting. He gives you a sly grin, and I expect that explains how you survived a Bewick, In any case, I appreciate your honesty. Since we're traveling together, it's probably wise for us to share these things. Do you know anything about watches? Only that they're rare and that they seem to have unique insights into certain soul conditions, as you just demonstrated. Let's continue on. Click. Getting really noisy in my house.
17 and a half.
Excuse me? Perhaps my smoke... The smell of pipe smoke, at once earthy and sweet, winds its way into your nostrils. Your eyes trace the smoke to its origin, where you find a broad man with straw-coloured hair leaning against the mossy rock wall, his pipe held to his lips with one meaty hand. He looks you directly in the eye, but the look is not aggressive. He regards you with peculiar smirk. Blah, blah.
17 and a half. Well, could be 18, depending on how you count the dwarf woman.
I'm sorry?
The dwarf woman. You were trying to figure out whether to count her as a full person. I think you ought to.
What are you talking
People
about?
hanging from the tree. 18 of them. Well, last I counted, anyway.
Aleph frowns. Is that what you people do for fun around here? Well, I don't see them do anything else fun in this town.
Name's EDÉR. Though to the people around here, might as well be 19. Don't think I'd put you much higher than 22, 23 tops. You look like the sort that likes to get involved.
I'd like to get involved with your voice. What makes you think I was interested in the dwarf woman? He looks at you a moment, his brow arched. His smirk broadens.
I was smoking over here, saw you staring at her. Twice I refilled my pipe. You never so much as blinked.
That's
Your
long.
mouth was so slack I took you for a Radric at first.
Oh, that was a burn. I've been out of sorts lately. Of course, we all got our bad days when we stand perfectly still and stare at corpses for a while without blinking. Do you know what a watch is?
Careful, friend. Best not use that word round here. There'd be any number of Radric bootlickers within earshot. Ciphers, animancers, watchers. Same thing in the eyes of folks around here, Radric especially.
Cold.
They come to these parts all the time with their cures, preying on the desperate. None of them are who they claim to be. Of course, seeing you with that funny look, I'd be halfway inclined to believe you were having some kind of communion with that dwarf. Either case, maybe I'm not 19 after all. No offense.
What would Fishlake say? Chances of survival dwindling in the single digits now. What's that supposed to mean? Nante. Good. They don't mean it personal when they hang folks here. I have to remind myself.
The town's had it in for me for a long time now. Only fellow who ever stuck up for me, well, he's number 18 up there.
Oh.
My headman on the farm. Used to be my captain during the war.
Why was your headman hanged? No, the war. The war. Saints' War. Only one in my lifetime. Fella decides he's the living incarnation of Eothas, overthrows Retzeras, marches on Durwood. So we gave him a Durwood and hello. I could ask, but I think I get the idea. Other questions. Why was your headman hanged? Doo-doo. Got involved. Really, dude. That's what you're going with. Ah! Oh, sorry. Redrick sent men down here the other day. Said they had it on good authority someone in town was working with Kolsch, plotting Redrick's overthrow. Said if he didn't come forward right then and there, they'd hang every last one of us. No one was coming forward, so Swithin, that's my headman, he steps up and says it's him. Took him at his word. He sighs and shakes his head, his eyes fixed on the tree. Bound to happen sooner or later, if not for plotting against Redrick, then for protecting me. What does your town have against you? Who's Kolch? Someone who got tired of all the hangings. He's on the run now, probably will be till they catch him. And then he'll be up on the tree. What does your town have against
Picked
you?
the wrong god. That's what it comes down to. Used to be a lot of Aethys worshippers in Gilded Vale. That mess of rocks over there, that was a temple to him, to give you some idea. Then one day, somebody named Widewind shows up on Deerwood's doorstep. Says he's the living flesh of Aethys. Got an army with him. Suddenly, Aethys isn't so popular in these parts. My brother Woden and me, neither of us believed it. No way was that Aethys. He enlisted, and then I did too. But, he didn't make it back.
I'm sorry.
After the war, people took to punishing Aethys worshippers, accusing them of treason.
What?
Got real ugly, especially after the legacy started. Folks needed someone to blame. I was safe because I fought, but then this rumor starts that my brother, that he was on the wrong side. And I wasn't so safe anymore. Until my headman stepped in and said they'd have to hang him to get to me.
Oh, man.
Seems that's no longer a concern. Of course, the townies don't do the hanging these days, but when Raedric's men come, they got no problem doing the pointing.
Always. Alof glances at you and lowers his voice. You can see why I was eager to leave. If you're next to be hanged, what are you still doing here? He gives a half smile. Drinking, mostly. Good answer. Point of fact, I'm on my way out. Just haven't figured where I'm going yet. Not a whole lot of places out there that don't think Waitman's legacy started with Waitman. We could travel together! Where are you headed? Some place called Katnua. There's an old watcher there who might be able to help me.
I seem to remember hearing something about that years ago. He tamed that place. People would seek him out for all kinds of things. Troubles of the soul, questions for the departed. Of course, that was back when you didn't have to say watcher with a hush on your breath.
Shh, shh, hush, hush. Don't say it out loud.
A man such as that, there'd be things I'd want to ask him. Don't know why I never thought of it before.
Oh.
Not sure how I feel about setting out with a stranger, and a strange one at that. But, truth be told, you might be the only one in town who wouldn't feel some relief seeing me swing from that tree.
I don't know. I'd rather not add more bodies to that tree. There's a fine reason if I ever heard one.
Alright then. Guess I'll do some sightseeing. Long as you're not the one picking the sights.
Sorry. Let's get going. Hello. So, how do I do the formation thingy? Oh, like that. Like so. Because those two are more... No, actually. This might work. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm very bad with tactics and formations and that kind of shit. So that's just like doing stuff. Yay, we have a new member in our party. I see mushrooms. God, that tree is so creepy. Ugh. Oh no, I'm gonna do that later. Beep beep. Hello. Ingrid. This man and woman appear to have been deep in conversation, working and closing two bulging satchels. They move to embrace until the woman notices your approach and pauses, her smile faltering a little.
Good day to you.
Can we help you? She looks to her companion, brows furrowing with confusion. Do you know this woman, Nonton? Oh, Nonton! That's the guy with the bear. Or with the friend that was killed by the bear that we met in the woods. Yes, I think we met in the Valewood. Yes, we did. I warned her about the bear. Glad to see you've made it. Was there something else you wanted? You two seem to be in a hurry. Yes, I imagine so. We're packing for a trip, actually. I've been meaning to visit Defiance Bay, and, well, in truth, I think I've had my fill of this town. I can't blame them. It's time for some new scenery. I think I know everything about Gilded Vale. Ooh, stuff. This bottle of Sun Red is half empty. I'm totally just taking that book, aren't I? Yep. No, I can't just take their money. That would be so rude. But seeing this guy again reminded me there is a bear to kill. And now that I have EDÉR, I might actually be strong enough to kill that bear. Let's see. That is better. There you go. Do I have anything cool for you? No, I think you're good. Nah. No, you're good. How does the armor look? Ooh, I might actually have better armor for you. Or not. I tried. So I'm gonna put this here. Ooh, what you might want that. To cover that golden head of hair. Ooh! Nope. All of that. So, the pig, is that a pet too? Can I... Oh yeah, it is! But I like my dog, I'm gonna keep my dog. Now, it's that bear. That bear. I'm gonna show that bear who's boss. It's me, in case you're wondering. I'm boss. Valewood. Accept. Does it ever stop raining in this place? My memory of where that bear cave is rather vague, but I think it was up here. Or not. Oh, there it is. I hope this works. I really hope this works. I should probably save. I'm gonna save. I don't know where the quick save is. Don't need... Oh, maybe I do need this at some point. So... that one I can... Alright. Attack the bear. Kill the bear. Oh shit. That wasn't too useful. Attack the bear.
Get up, lad!
Lava will be on seek!
Wait! How is he back? I do not understand. But I'm not complaining, don't get me wrong. I did it! I killed the bear! The bear is dead. Phew! Good stuff. Bear hide.
I shall.
No, no, no. All of you shall. There's some stuff. And some bones. Mice crawl through eye sockets and over femurs. At least it's not spiders. Ooh, sword. Ooh. No, no, no. You. Yeah, take it. Why the hell not? Tell me. I mean, it's two-handed, so we'll sacrifice the shield. And for that, the damage bonus is not... like, two more damage is not that good. So I'm gonna keep it the way it is right now. Oh. A figure drifts suspended in the musty air of the cavern. Its form and features blur and twist in cascading ripples of incandescence. You feel its energy eddying about your limbs, filling them with a heavy chill. Reach out. You reach out a hand for the spirit. In the moment of contact, you feel as if you have been struck a blow. Head reeling as you tumble helplessly into a waiting darkness. Light blooms at the edges of your vision. You feel the sun at your back and the weight of a bow in your hand. You know, suddenly, that you have come a long way from the vale hunting deer. Now you are standing before a cavern and the darkness extends far into its depths. Even so, your friend strides out before you, his red cloak flapping at his heels. You follow, heart hammering in your chest, as he leads you deeper into the cavern. There is a roar like thunder echoing around you. Fear seizes you, casts you stumbling back towards the exit, towards light and escape. You see a glint of steel, and there is a sudden, terrible flash of agony behind your knee. Agony! Sorry. You scream, stumble, fall. Dramatic mood ruined. Into the woods. Your thoughts are chaos, lanced through with pain. But in a moment of terrible clarity, you see your friend look back from the mouth of the cavern, his dagger daubed in crimson to match his cloak. And then there is a great dark shape above you, and then there is more pain. The vision recedes, and you are thrown back into yourself with seemingly resentful force. The corpse lies at your feet, and the spectre lingers. In the span of energy between you both, you feel a sense of questioning, of confusion, of anger. Oh dear. I met him on the road, your friend. That is true. Sudden lashing anger emanates from the spirit. Rage and grief seem to pour from the gleaming figure like smoke. I'll find him and see that he answers for what he's done to you. I shall. For a moment the spirit seems to burn bright, and your head fills with a sickly triumph. The spirit seems to weaken with the force of its own exultation, growing fainter and fainter until you are alone once more. He does seem like quite the angry spirit, which I don't like. Oh, I didn't mean to pause the game. When did that happen? Ooh! I guess I'm going back to Nontons and Ingrid's. They have some explaining to do. If they're not gone, they might be gone by now. Fast mode. They run so slow. That might be a bit too fast. Normal fast. Normal fast is good. it has a date too. I didn't even know that. It's my third day of adventuring, and I met 2 people, and I've saved the cook, and I got a dog, and now apparently I'm gonna avenge a spirit. Oh, I didn't see that Kapnua was on the map. I'm very attentive. Now, let's see. Should I maybe heal EDÉR? 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 How do you pronounce his name? I've already forgotten. Can you say your name again, dude? I think it's EDÉR. That was the house, right? Is there another house? No, that was the house. So, guys.
Good day, stranger.
You have not been entirely honest with me. Hello again. I hope Gilded Vale has been kind to you. I know what really happened in that bear cave, Nonton. The colour drains from Nonton's face. I don't know what you mean. I told you the truth of it. No, you didn't. Are you accusing him of something? Indrid looks to Norton, touching his arm. If this is about the accident, we're both grieving Pearlie's loss, but it was a wild animal's doing. No, it wasn't. Norton shakes his head minutely. You see a tremble in his hands. What would make you suggest such a thing? I'm not gonna tell him I had a vision. They're gonna think I'm crazy, and I'm gonna be number 19 dangling on that tree. Why did you do it? He was your friend. Norton hesitates, and then his expression darkens. My friend? He was a cruel enough man to his friends. You didn't know him. You wouldn't defend him if you did. Oh boy. His hand falls to his sword belt. He's gonna attack me. Norton, wait. Phew. Close call. I don't know what you saw in that cave, but this isn't what you think. Pearlie, my husband, he was as much a beast as that bear. I tried to leave the first time I suffered his temper, but he wouldn't have it. Norton, we met, and I knew I'd found someone special, someone kind, who cared for me. Please, all we want is to leave this place, to start somewhere else. We've some coin saved up. You could have it, if you'll only let us go. I'm gonna let them go. He probably beat her, so he probably was an ass. And keep your money, use it to start your new life. Do the thing. Yeah. Then, thank you. Truly, I'm glad you understand. Only here. Take this, at least. I hope it brings you luck. We have a long journey ahead of us. You've gained an item. Minor ring of deflection added to inventory. Good stuff. I wish you well on your travels, stranger. We won't forget this. Yeah, I think that's the better solution to this problem. Let's see what that ring does. Deflection plus 5. Well, Aloth is back row, so is Darian. So I'm gonna give that ring to EDÉR, because he will be taking the most damage, I guess. Yep, seems legit. Well, now I'm gonna take their coin. They're gone. Okay. I've no idea how long I've played now. The conversation with Caldara de Baranzi was quite long. Oh, the blacksmith. Hello, villager. Hello, fellow citizen. That is a very big workshop. take people. Take people. Didn't all these swords look ready for the forge? Hello, God. Oh, I like my dog. So cute. Oop. If you want to buy something, it's Tuatanu you should speak to. Ah, this is a strange name. Oop. Ooh, a soul. Dugan Steelcaller. As you near, blah blah blah. That's always the same bit. Reach out for the soul. You see a group of adventurers surrounded by a crowd of attacking Zorips. This man is with them, seemingly unconcerned by the battle, even detached from it, as he stands in the middle of his comrades, chanting, his expression bordering on elation. His voice is powerful and deep, booming out across the combatants as a rich counterpoint to the chaos of their fighting. With every phrase, the battlefield changes. His allies glow with a pulsing blue light, freezing the Zorips that surround them. A blazing pyre erupts from the ground, cutting and burning the creatures and sending them scattering. One of the fallen Zorips suddenly explodes as 3 giant grubs crawl from its corpse and attack the remaining enemies. The man continues to chant, thoroughly enthralled in the joy of the moment. Finally, the creatures have been reduced to 1. His allies stand back as the man approaches it, still chanting. He removes his hammer and swings it at the Zorip. His phrase ends as the hammer connects with its head, punctuating the spell and bringing his song to an end. Good stuff. Harlan Orenson. What have you got? You see a man crouching, surreptitious and alone, a series of untamed shrubs, all that hides him from the vision ahead. His eyes are locked on a Delimgan, beautiful and terrible. What's a Delimgan? Eyes half-lidded as she hums. A bird with fantastic blue and orange plumage sits on her shoulder, trilling gently, and the man is entranced. Trembling, tentative, he stands, and the tranquility is broken by the bird's startled squawk. The Dalimgan half smiles, beckoning with twig-like fingers. She does not speak as he approaches. His mouth is dripping sounds of awe and admiration. She waits, coy and tempting, and with agonizing slowness he is before her. Then something changes. She sees something hanging limply from his side and begins to hiss, fingers suddenly claws and eyes black with hate. He has no time to reach for his axe, or Grimma, as she strikes. And just as soon as she strikes, she's gone. The only evidence of her existence, the shuddering wreck on the ground. He grabs at his Grimma, nevertheless, and begins to chant, but the words of a magical language of his own imagining, scribbled in a maniacal shorthand, ring hollow, and the silence continues unabated. He turns and shrugs at someone or something, but if there is something there, you do not see it. I'm assuming a Delimgan is something like a dryad or a nymph or something. Cool stuff. Tuatanu. This Omawa man is of an impressive build, towering above the countertop. His skin is the dusky blue of the deeper oceans, and his thick arms boast corded muscle. Small ears frame a square-jawed face coated in smeared soot and arcing black tattoos alike. Arcing? Welcome. You're the first new face I've seen in quite some time. What can I do for you? Is this your shop? That it is. Been here near on 20 years now. Seen all manner of things over the years. Good luck and bad. But the Black Hammer smithery remains. What do you have here? You come to us at a strange time, I'm afraid. The stock's not what it used to be. But we've fine weapon and armor to offer yet. All forged right here at the Black Hammer. I'm gonna help. What happened? We just don't have the supplies. Been expecting the next delivery for near on a week now and haven't seen a sign of it. Have to expect they were hit by bandits. The road out east is crawling with them. All my workers ran off with the wagon themselves, maybe, to make some coin. So that lot would dare. He's right about the bandits, says Aloth. The dire situation in villages like this, and the exodus to the cities, has created far too many opportunities for unscrupulous sorts. If you happen to be headed that way, maybe you could keep an eye out for a supply wagon. Or my shipment, at least. They'd be cutting through the Black Meadow, I expect. Only good road for it. I'm going to the Black Meadow because that is on the way to... have Noah. As it is, most of our weapons go to His Grace Lord Redrick. And that's as it should be, but it doesn't leave much for outsiders. We just don't have the iron. I'll find your supplies. Then you have my thanks. You bring those supplies back and I'll have plenty more to offer you. A discount to start. Oh, and if you find my workers, tell them to hurry it up or they can take up farming instead. Alright. Oh, let's see what you have.
Stranger.
I'd like to see your wares, please. No,
Good day,
I'd
you.
like to see your wares, please. Of course. You won't find fine anywhere else. I have some stuff that I can sell. Yeah, a better one might show up. Really? Just 40? Oh, well. Let's see. I just sold you that stuff, didn't I? Ooh, a warbow. What does it do? Is it better than the one I have? It is better than the one I have. Yeah, I'm going for that one. Aloth just got an upgrade. Aloth's almost unique though, isn't it? And that's some expensive shit right there. Why do they all have medium armor and I have like heavy armor? I'm a rogue, that doesn't make sense. I could give my heavy armor to EDÉR because he's a warrior. He could use that. And I buy some medium armor for myself? Something like... no, that's 7, that's... no, that one. Yes, I'm gonna do that. Oh yeah, sure, why not? Oh, that's expensive. I'm not getting that. Yeah, I think that's about all I get. Alright. Thank you. Now, let's see. You wear that. And you wear that. Good. Works. Oh no, wait, that has the second chance thing. That's why he was revived. Ah, shit. Okay, never mind. But this is okay for her, it makes her faster. What about you? Yeah, no, you're fine. Oh no, wrong person. You. You take that. Better bow. And that goes here. And I don't know about that. Wait a minute. Okay. Good. Where was the exit? There it is. Yeah. Sounds like that could be a good setup. EDÉR can never take off that armor because it makes him come back from the dead. Right! I think that was it for today. I'm gonna come back tomorrow with a new episode from Pillars of Eternity, and If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a comment and a like, and I will see you tomorrow.